welcome to my channel. On this episode, I'm going to be teaching you how to properly wash your brushes, and also too, I'm going to tell you a little secret about brush cleaners, and I'm going to teach you how to sanitize all your devices. So I'll see you back in a sec. So now I'm going to explain to you why it's so important to wash your brushes as well as your tools and devices. So whether you're doing makeup on yourself or on customers, it's very important to be hygienic, just for the safety of yourself and also for the customers. Now you really want to be sure to wash your makeup brushes on yourself. So for example, if these are your personal at-home makeup brushes, you want to wash them at least once every 2 weeks. So I personally wash my brushes twice a month. But if you're using brushes specifically on customers, you want to be sure to wash them every single night, just so that way they are clean and fresh for the next day. Now, talking about yourself personally and about your personal makeup items, I'm going to teach you how to properly wash your brushes and sanitize your tools. Now, there's so many different types of brush cleaners out there. How do you know which one to pick? That's what I'm here for, and I'm going to give you the real tea on brush cleaners. Now, I used to work for a lot of different major retailers, from Bobbi Brown, Christian Dior, Lancome, all the way up to KKW Beauty. And every single brand does have their own brush cleaner. Now, name brand brush cleaners are amazing, but if you actually read the ingredients, and as you know, I am an esthetician, so I love reading the ingredients and seeing exactly what I'm putting on my skin. So just working behind the counter overall for 8 years, I would look at all these different brands of brush cleaners, and I noticed that there's a lot of dyes, chemicals, sulfates, and just overall, there's a lot of harmful things that you can put onto your skin. So yeah, it does clean the brush and give it like a nice scent, but overall, it doesn't really matter what your brush smells like. What matters is how clean the brush is. Are the bristles still safe and intact? And what are these chemicals doing to your skin? So what I've noticed over the years of using all these name brand brush cleaners, they make your brushes overall really brittle. So all the harsh sulfates in these brush cleaners, kind of think of it like shampoo. Whenever you wash your hair with shampoo, your hair is really dry, really brittle, and then if you don't put conditioner, you can have breakage on your actual hair. The same exact thing is happening when you wash your brushes. If you use a brush cleaner that has a lot of sulfates, dyes, it will strip your brushes of its natural oils that it has, and it will make your brushes overall really dense, and it could cause them to break and shed. So whenever you do makeup, whenever you see those little hairs on your face, it's not from the brush, it's actually from the brush cleaner. So now I'm going to show you the all-time best brush cleaner. It is Johnson & Johnson Baby Shampoo. It is paraben-free, sulfate-free. It doesn't have any dyes, any chemicals. It's also tested by dermatologists and pediatricians. So overall, it's very, very safe for the skin. And like I said, that built-in conditioner overall just makes your brushes really soft and really clean. So for all of you guys out there who are looking for a brush cleaner, Johnson & Johnson Baby Shampoo, the retail value I purchased this from CVS was about $5.89, so under $6. So I highly recommend that you guys go out there and buy this. You will not be disappointed. If you want to go out there and buy a brush cleaner from the department store, it can range from $16 to $34. And they're not even good for your skin. So I highly don't even recommend them. Just get Johnson & Johnson Baby Shampoo. So now I'm going to teach you guys how to properly wash your brushes. So whenever you're washing your brushes, you never want to take the actual brush cleaner, put it into a beaker or a Tupperware, and then let your brushes soak. That's defeating the purpose of actually washing your brushes. Your brushes are sitting in that dirty water, and then you're rinsing them afterwards, so it's sitting in dirty bacterial water. So you definitely do not want to soak your brushes and then rinse them afterwards. You do want to take the time to actually wash your brushes one by one. Now, to make it overall easier and more convenient for you, I like to take my Johnson & Johnson Baby Shampoo and put it into almost like a hand soap dispenser, just so that way I don't have to physically squeeze a drop for each and every single brush. Overall, it just makes it so much easier. You take a little pump, put it onto the palm of your hands. Always wash your brushes downwards. Make sure you never get water into the actual brush head, because there is glue and adhesive that keeps the bristles and the brush intact. So if you accidentally wash your brush, or if you wash it in the sink facing upwards into the water, it will remove that glue and that adhesive, and then it could cause your brush to overall be damaged. So just be sure to wash your brushes downward, and also, like I said, be sure to wash each brush one by one. Now, another tip for you guys as well. Whenever you're washing your brushes that have a specific angle, so for example, a fan brush, an angled contour brush, a eyeshadow brush, you always want to be sure whenever you're done washing your brushes that you're not going to just leave it like this, because it will dry like this and it could damage the shape of your actual brush. So whenever washing your brushes and whenever you want to leave them out to dry, be sure you take only specifically the brushes that have a shape to them and kind of form them into the shape, so that way when it does dry, it dries to its natural shape. Now, another tip, whenever you're washing your brushes and you want them to dry, you never want to lay them on the counter for them to dry. There's not going to be even air circulation. So in order for your brushes to dry thoroughly, you want to be sure to leave them just a little bit over the counter, just so that way you do get 360 air circulation and the brush is thoroughly dry on all ends. So now I'm going to share with you how to properly sanitize your tools and devices. Starting off with your beauty blender. It is very important that you do wash your beauty blender. Now, I've noticed with Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo, it doesn't really kind of thoroughly get in deep to that beauty blender. It's great for natural hairs, but I feel like with the sponge, you really do need to buy something that is specifically made for a beauty blender. Now, beauty blender does have this amazing solid that you can take. It's very similar to a bar of soap, but it's not a bar of soap. It's specifically made for a sponge. As you know, bars of soap can leave your skin overall very dry. So this is very similar, like I said, to a bar of soap, but it's specifically made for a beauty blender. So you wet it, and then you also wet your beauty blender, and then you go like this in circular motions, and then you want to take the beauty blender, massage it, and really make sure you get all that product out of the beauty blender. Now, this solid from the Beauty Blender brand is about $20. Now, I found an amazing dupe that is quadruple the size from e.l.f. for only $8. So I highly recommend this. It is made out of the exact same material, but it actually has a really cool piece of skincare in it. So I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. So as you can see, this one over here from Beauty Blender is white, and then this one over here, so you can see how it says solid sponge cleanser. So it's specifically made for sponges. And when you open it, it comes in a really nice compartment, which is cool, where this one doesn't even come in a compartment. So you have to put it in a Ziploc bag, and then it's just overall really messy, really dirty, not cute on your countertop. This one comes in its own little compartment, so once you're done using it, you can go ahead and put it back in there. Overall, it's more sanitary, and it also has activated charcoal, which really cleans deep inside the pores. So not only is your sponge going to be clean, but you know your skin is going to be clean as well, and overall, whatever you're putting on your skin is safe and made with hypoallergenic ingredients. So I highly, highly recommend the e.l.f. Solid Cleanser. Now, another really important item to have in your makeup cleansing routine is rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol I highly recommend just to specifically sanitize your tools and devices. Now, I like to take the rubbing alcohol and put it into a spray bottle, just so that way I use less product and I'm not physically dipping anything or putting anything in rubbing alcohol. Now, just be sure not to put any rubbing alcohol on your actual brushes. You want to just specifically leave these 4 devices. Now, the very first device that I'm going to show you is this micro needling machine. If you have any questions, or if you want to know simply what is a micro needling device, you can refer to my serums video where I teach you how to use one and what exactly it is for. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this alcohol, and what you want to do, you want to spray it on the actual device. So now you know that it is 100% disinfected, so whenever you want to go ahead and put this onto your skin, it's overall going to be 100% sanitary, because as you know, it does have little needles. So you don't want to take those little needles and put them into your skin if they are dirty. That can cause bacteria and also just overall give you an allergic reaction or any sort of reaction onto your skin. So you just want to overall be very sanitary and be sure to sanitize your device. Now, that's how you sanitize your micro needling machine. Now, same thing kind of goes for your Derma Wand. If you want to learn how to dermaplane, go ahead and refer to that video. Same thing, go ahead and sanitize your Derma Wand and go ahead and take a tissue and wipe that off. So if you ever want to go in and remove the excess dead skin, your device is overall clean. Now, another thing that often people do not sanitize that you have to sanitize is a eyelash curler. Same thing, go ahead and spritz the eyelash curler with rubbing alcohol. Now, don't take that directly onto your skin because it can be very irritating. Just be sure that the alcohol is 100% evaporated and dry before you go ahead and put that onto your eye. Now, another item that you should be sanitizing very frequently is your pencil sharpener. Now, I went ahead and sharpened lip liners and eyeliners just to show you what your pencil sharpener should not look like. Now, any pencil lip liner or eyeliner is made from a cream formula. Any cream that is exposed to air can grow bacteria, so you just want to be sure to, again, spray your sharpener with alcohol and then go ahead and take a Q-tip and really thoroughly go in between the blades and inside the pencil sharpener, just so that way you make sure everything is clean. So if you do want to take that lip liner or eyeliner onto your face, you know it's 100% clean, and also too, the colors don't mix together, so it's a fresh lip liner or eyeliner every single time. Now, I always have my lipstick with me in my makeup bag, so I'm constantly reapplying lipstick all day long, and you just honestly never know if you accidentally touch your lips and then you take this lipstick. You just don't want to spread any bacteria, so just to overall be very safe and to be very cautious, and overall you just want to protect yourself. You're putting this lipstick on your lips, so you want to be sure that it's very, very clean. So same thing, go ahead and take the rubbing alcohol and spray it directly on your lipstick, and then go ahead and take a tissue and just wipe that lipstick clean. So if you want to go ahead and put it on your lips, it is 100% sanitary. So now that you know how to properly wash your brushes and sanitize all your tools and devices, there's one last step that you have to take just to make sure everything is all clean. So the very last step is to actually clean your makeup. Now, a lot of people don't think to clean your makeup, but when you take your brush and put it onto your skin, like I said, the oils, the dirt, the buildup, you put that onto your skin and then you're re-dipping into the powder. So all that oil and all that dirt is going onto the powder. So how to prevent all that bacteria from going back onto your face now that you have a clean brush, you just want to go ahead and take a tissue, so just a Kleenex, nothing too abrasive because you don't want to damage the product, so don't use a paper towel, just use a soft tissue, and go ahead and just wipe your product one time, just removing the first layer just to make sure that it is clean. So once you're done washing your brushes, you take a clean brush on a clean product. Alright, you guys, I really hope that this video was informative for you. If you have any questions on how to properly clean or sanitize your devices, feel free to comment me down below. But I will see you on another episode, and I thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.